Hey everyone, it's Lori with Scrap Spicey. Another technically challenged afternoon around here. One of these days I will get this right. Hopefully. Oh, wow. Hey, happy Tuesday. How's your Tuesday going? I think that Mother Nature here in our neck of the woods is a little confused. We've had a couple of really nice days. Yesterday was, I think it was above 80. Today it's mid 70s, high 70s. And then, we're all in t-shirts and flip-flops, and tomorrow we'll be back in Uggs and sweatshirts. So, bless her heart, she doesn't know what's going on. So, okay, here we are. I'm trying to find me on my laptop. There I am. Okay. If you join me, please say hello. If I don't oh, hi, Beth. There you are. If I don't comment, please don't take it personally because, as you could tell, I was having enough problems as it was. Before we get started, I just wanted to comment on last week's video. I haven't seen any comments on it, but I wanted to apologize if I upset any of the close to my heart makers. I started to mention it, and then with the menopausal brain, I moved right on and started talking about something else, and I didn't want anybody to take my comment as I was, I don't have a heartfelt feeling towards you losing your business because now we're gaining scrapbooking. I'm sorry that it happened to everybody. I'm excited for everybody to join us, or whoever's joining us, and I'm excited that with the turn of events, it's going to bring back more scrapbooking products to the Stampin' Up! World. So, again, if I offended anybody, I apologize. Okay, let's move on, and we'll look at the March Paper Pumpkin. What a beautiful kit. If you didn't get this one, check with your demonstrator to see if the kit comes back in stock, because it is beautiful. It actually coordinates with the Garden Meadow bundle and the Meandering Meadow Designer Series paper. And it had two stamp sets in it, which this is going to be hard to see. Let's see. Can you see that? Oh, there's glare from my lights. The little sheet that they give you to add your stamps to isn't big enough for the size of these stamps, so I just went back to the clear liners. But what a fun stamp this is. And then here is the stamp that goes with the kit. And of course, we always get some mini glue dots and some dimensionals, and the little sequins are in here. Right there. We're going to use some of those. Look at these card bases. Are those beautiful? Oh, they're printed on both sides, which you know what that means for me. Cut them up. And then here is the third one. And it's got these gorgeous grape vellum pieces. And, of course, labels. And it has these wood embellishments. I've only used one for one of the cards we're making today, but aren't those pretty? You could paint them, or I'm leaving mine natural. I think they'll be great additions to a scrapbook page, although I did not use any for my scrapbook pages. And then there's the envelopes. Aren't those pretty? And I love the rounded flaps. It was kind of unique. So let me show you what I came up with as far as, oops, got a runner here, far as my alternates. I should show you first. This is part of the suite that it coordinates with. This was my Casing Tuesday card from this morning, using some of the Meandering Meadow Designer Series paper and the Stampin' Die set. There's the inside. Okay. And oh, here's one other one. We're going to make a bridge card today. And it came, I'd never made a bridge card before. And part of the business training I take with Rhonda Wade, we have a creative challenge. And this week or last couple of weeks, we were challenged to make a bridge card. So this is my first attempt at a bridge card. Isn't that pretty? It's beautiful. I'm speechless. So let me show you my scrapbook layout first that I created. And, you know, I never was really a purple girl until Gorgeous Grape came into our lives. And now I love it. And it's paired with some Balmy Blue. Here's one of those card bases I used across the bottom. And there's that stamp set. Let me zoom in on that so you can see it. It's a... Oops. I'm backwards. Sorry. It's a two-step stamp process with the stamp set. And I used the Garden Green, which is the ink spot from the kit, and for the entire image. And then I just stamped the leaf, the solid portion, in Garden Green, stamping off first. And then I used Balmy Blue, stamping off, and the Gorgeous Grape, stamping off on that center. And then I used Lemon Lolly for the flower center. And this is using the die that comes with that add-on die set. It's in today's blog post, the name of it. You have to be a subscriber to be able to get the dies. It is, see, I've got them right here. I wanted to make sure I had them. It's called the Love of Spring dies, and it's this leaf, this little label, love, and a daffodil. This is the next set of dies coming for the April, May, and June. Look at this butterfly. Is that not cute? Cute, cute, cute. And then I always love having word dies. So we'll see what we get to play with next month. Actually, this month, April. Sorry. I'm behind. I'm in the playing with the March one now. So that's my scrapbook layout. And I'll show you today's cards. This is the bridge card we're going to make. There's the inside. And then this started to be a bridge card, but it's just a regular fun fold using a piece of window sheet to create the card front. And there's that tree element. So let's get started and see what shenanigans we can get into. Okay, so I didn't cut my card bases so that you could see how to do it. I brought over my paper trimmer. We're going to need it opened up. So my card base is a piece of fresh freesia, and it's cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. The easiest way to create your bridge card is to take your card base, and you want to cut it at 9 1/2 to trim off one of the edges. And that becomes the flap on the front. And then you want to move it down to the 7-inch mark to cut it off. And those are your pieces for the flap. So we'll put this one aside. And we'll put our, oh wait, I have to cut the card base. So basically what I did with this is, where's the card base? It's right here. I took it and I just cut 4 inches off the top, or cut it at 4 inches. And I'll save this for something else. I'm probably not even in the shot, am I? Let me see what I'm doing here. Okay, so now I want a 1 1/4 inch piece of Designer Series paper for the left-hand flap. I want 3 1/2 for my inside. And then I'm going to take this and cut it also at 1 1/4. Okay. This we'll save for something else, because, you know, we always have a way to make use of scraps. Now, I know you're probably thinking, oh, the score line is there. Well, I found that if you take your bone folder and go over that score line, just like this, it kind of helps hide it. It doesn't make it go away completely, but it helps make it not so prevalent. Just like that. You can see there in the middle that it disappears. Isn't that cool? Okay, so we'll set him down. Now, I want to fold at my score line on that flap. And then, oh, here's my adhesive right here. We're just going to add our left, this is the right, the left side here. Add some adhesive, like so, and put that on that flap. Okay, now I'm going to take this flap and I'm going to set it down at the edge of the card. Oh wait, I don't need to do that yet. Wait till I get this on, then we'll go there. I'm jumping ahead. Okay, so we want to put this on this little piece. Just like so. Okay, now we're going to lay that there. Going to take that piece that was cut off from the middle section of the card front. I'm just going to add some adhesive. Leave that lined up. And you're going to set that down right there. Oops. Hang on. If you have the tweezers from the Heat Emboss Tool Editions kit, you could always put those on there to hold it in place. Okay, there we go. There is our crooked bridge. Hang on. Nothing ever goes right the first time, does it? Okay, there we go. That looks a little straighter. So there's our bridge. We're going to add this piece. Oh, wait, before I do that, I have because when I did it originally, I didn't put the Balmy Blue layer on it, and it just looked funny having the card base just kind of floating in the middle of the inside of the card. So I'm going to add a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Balmy Blue. And that brings in the sky in the paper. Now I want to add this layer. And I kind of just folded this over and gave it a judge. As you know me, I never measure anything the way I should. Okay, there we go. We're almost done. Okay, so now I have a 2, nope, that's not it. We have a 2, and let's see, I think it's 2 1/4. No, that's not right either. Hang on. She does know what she's doing sometimes. So what happens when you get interrupted? Okay, so this piece right here is 4 inches wide by, I think it was 2 1/2. Let me double check. And that should be, yep, 2 1/2. So I want 4 by 2 1/4. And I need 2 of those because there's going to be a white one on the inside. I can pick this up. So I can stamp my inside sentiment. So let's see, I had the width measurements right. I just didn't have I had the height right, not the width. Okay. Yay. We will get there. All right, so now I'm going to stamp that flower. And I'm going to stamp it in Garden Green. And we're going to color it with Bubble Bath Stampin' Blends Daffodil Delight in Granny Apple Green. Make sure this thing doesn't fall over. I definitely need a bigger table. Okay, so I'm going to stamp him in Garden Green. We have a mess going on here, don't we? Yeesh. Okay. So I'm going to stamp him right here on the corner. Now I didn't like the way that little line was just left kind of hanging there. So I'm going to re-ink just the leaf, and I'm going to stamp that just like this. It's hard to see it what the there we go. There. So now we have 2 leaves. Okay. And I want to color the leaves with the Granny Apple Green. Oh, I forgot to silence my phone. Oh well. I did see that I need to update that rotation app, so I'll do that here this afternoon. Okay, so this is the dark, and I'm just going to kind of run along the edge a little bit, just like this. And then up here. And I'm going to take the light bubble bath, and I'm just going to bring in and blend that dark. Just like so. I have the door open. You might be able to hear the birds out there singing. It's such a pretty afternoon. Okay. Now I want to color the center with my dark Daffodil Delight. And I'm just going to come through just like that. Okay. Now we're going to stamp the sentiment from the kit. And it says, "It's the little things that matter." And I'm going to stamp it in Gorgeous Grape. I'm just going to stamp that right there. Isn't that a pretty color? I like that purple. Okay. And we'll add this to the front of our bridge. And then I added, my bling is the dragonflies and birds. I'm going to call them brass, but that's not it. They're dragonflies and birds. Adhesive back dragonfly and dragonflies and birds. You can see how flat they are. So I'm going to use them on the inside of the card too. So I'm going to put a dragonfly coming towards the flower, just like that. And then I'll open my card, and we'll add a bird swooping down out of the sky, and then another one coming up over here. And you know what? Let's put a dragonfly down here. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Those card bases are stunning. Okay, so the inside I have a beautiful birthday, and that is right here. And I even put a dragonfly on that, so why not? It'll be very blingy. We're going to put that white layer. It is right here. I'm just going to stamp that, make sure it's straight. Okay. And then we'll add a dragonfly and attach that to the inside. I'm just going to use the envelopes from the kit, so I didn't need to decorate one. And we'll add him right in here. There, isn't that pretty? I really like the way that turned out, and I do like having the cardstock in the background rather than just having that DSP or the card base just floating in the middle of the card. Okay, one down, one to go. I'll set him aside. We're done with the birds. And then, so this one, we're going to trim it the same way we did the other bridge card. We're just not going to use that middle piece. You know how we are. We'll save that for something else. And then I will get my card base right here. And here's a piece of that window sheeting. Oh, I have two pieces. Okay. And they're called window sheets, not sheeting. Okay, so we're going to come over here. We're going to cut it at 9.5. And again at 7. Okay, there we go. We save that for something else. And we'll just take these two pieces. I do need to trim this. So what I want is, make sure this is 4 inches wide. It is. Okay, so I want 1 1/4 here, and then 1 1/4 on the bottom, and then this one will sit on the inside. Okay, and this piece that I cut is actually the back side of the card that is the sample. This was the card front, and then I'm using the back side. I think we're done there. If not, we can always pull it out. So, I'm going to stick this on the inside. And it's 4 by 5 1/4. All of the measurements for today's cards and the scrapbook layout are on today's blog post. All right, so on the window sheet, I basically ran, if I can pick this up now. Okay. Are they both the same size? I'll take the long one just to make sure. So I took this piece and I'm going to run some adhesive on the back. Run some adhesive here. I'm going to lay this down, run some adhesive on the back of that because you're not going to see it. I'm going to bring that up. Oops. That's why I have two pieces. You have to make sure your window sheet goes the right way. It needs to be 4 inches wide, and I bet that was the 4 inches wide, wasn't it? Of course it was. Okay, hang on. We're going to get another piece of window sheet. Don't go anywhere. Oh, boy. Shenanigans, shenanigans. It wouldn't be one of my videos without shenanigans. Well, now I just got to find it. Of course, it's not readily available. What is this? Well, doggone it. We're going to have to edit this video. Ha! Found it. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, so we want 4 inches wide, and I want 3 3/4 inches in width. Okay, set that there, and we're gonna trim that there. Okay, we'll move the rest of this. Well, at least now you get to see how it's measured and cut and everything else, right? Wow. Okay. Where's that piece? It's right here. That's the white. That's the bottom. Oh, she's having such a fun day, isn't she? Beth, do you see that piece laying here? Goodness gracious, I'm not seeing it. Why, oh, why does she think she can do this? Let's see. You know what? We're just going to cut. You know what? We're going to use this piece right here. Nobody will be the wiser. I know I'll find that piece when I get done. So I need this to be 4 inches. And it needs to be 1 1/4 inches wide. Okay. We'll get this right yet. Okay. So we're going to add, get these out of here. I got too many pieces up here. Let's make sure this is 4 inches. 8, 4, yay. Okay. So we want to run adhesive here. Wow. And we're going to run adhesive here. We'll pick this up. We'll set this down on top of the card base. And this is going to go right over the top. Just like that. There. See? Now, we're going to take, where's my bottom piece? We're going to add some adhesive to this. We're going to open this and add a little bit of adhesive there. And we're going to add him at the bottom. Line him up at the base of the card. You're going to close your window sheet. And make sure we have this right side up. Add him over the window sheet. Okay? Yay, we're doing something right. Okay, this is going to go in the center. And we'll line that up just like that. Okay? Now, good thing I already stamped the sentiment. Who knows what would have happened there? And then I have a piece for the inside. And we're going to add him on there. Oh, I need a piece of the twine. This is twine from the, what do they call it? Baker's Twine 3-color pack. And it comes in Balmy Blue, Lemon Lolly, and Calypso Coral. Okay, we're just going to tie a quick little bow. And I just want a little one. Just like so. And then trim him. And we're going to add him with a mini glue dot right at the end of that sentiment. And use my Take Your Pick tool. And I'll put that right there. I want to add my tree first. And I'm going to add him with mini dimensional, or not mini dimensionals, mini glue dots. Little balsam wood tree. Is that the right one? Yeah. Okay. And then we'll add one more. Take this top off because I want to just kind of roll it around the tree trunk. There we go. So that that stays secure on the card. Okay. We're going to set him right there. Just like so. Oh, it helps if you take the backings off. Okay. Now we'll stick him down right there. We'll add some dimensionals underneath our sentiment layer so that it pops up over the, yeah, I'll put one on at the end, over the tree. Just like so. There. We'll add a couple of these real pretty clear sequins for our bling, and those are the ones that came in the kit. They're like the sequin trio. Let's trim him a little bit. His little legs are a little long. Whoops. Okay. Now for the inside, I don't even need that other piece. I can just stamp my sentiment right here. The sentiment I'm using, hope this is a feeling better kind of day, is from the online exclusive stamp set called Comforting Thoughts. This is a really good stamp set. Has some great phrases for those cards that you just don't know what to say. And I have my sentiment here. My gorgeous grape. Sentiment. We're going to stamp him all the way over here at the left. And we're done. You could actually stamp another sentiment across the top if you wanted. Now let's clean up and we'll be done. The pain is over. Definitely my pain. Maybe yours too. Ah, what a day, what a day. Okay. The kits for starting in April are going to be all about butterflies. I have some information about that on today's blog post. And I just showed you the dies. Oh, there's the top piece. Okay. So there's our cards. 2 different takes of a bridge fold. I think this one's really pretty with the way it just kind of makes it 3D. And there's the one we did today. Okay. Well, I thank you so much for stopping by, enjoying my shenanigans. It was definitely a day full of shenanigans. It doesn't matter how much prep I do, something always goes wrong. That's okay. That's what real life is all about. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the sunshine while you can if you live locally, as we're going to get some rain tomorrow. Have a great rest of your afternoon and take some time for you to get inky. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, see, this is the other problem with this phone. I can't see the finish button. Hold on. Close your eyes. There it is. Bye.